All right, let's try to get to as many questions as we can. Ruben from Ohio, welcome to the Morgan Ortegus Show.
Hi, Morgan. Great show. Really looking forward to speaking with you, given your foreign policy expertise.
Thank you.
As I'm sure you are, I'm very concerned about Russian disinformation corrupting our institutions. A few weeks ago, Representatives Mike Turner and Mike McCall talked about how Russian propaganda has permeated throughout the GOPs in Congress led by Moscow Marge. Why are you and other Trump sycophants and toadies not talking about that?
Well, I don't think, Ruben, that you have been paying attention to what I say on television, because I talk about this quite a bit. In fact, I often talk about what led up to the war and the reason why Putin invaded in 22. You know, in the State Department that I served with my Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, we actually had lethal aid, military aid, going to the Ukrainians. And that lethal aid was stopped by the Biden administration. Also, under the State Department, under Mike Pompeo, in which I served, we were sanctioning the Russians, more actions and more sanctions against Russia than any president in modern history, including the sanctioning of the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. We were trying to stop that pipeline. And when President Biden and Tony Blinken came into office, they reversed what we were doing there. They acquiesced to the Germans. They allowed the Russians to build the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, which was a huge factor in my mind to Russia invading Ukraine. I'm very good friends with Mike McCall. In fact, we just had Mike McCall on the show a few weeks ago talking about this very issue. So I think if you follow me on social media, if you follow me on Fox News or on this show, I've been talking for a long time about the threat posed from Russia, and specifically why I think President Biden failed to deter Putin from invading Ukraine, why this war is going on 2 years later because of the failed decisions from President Biden and from Tony Blinken that lead where we are today. So, you know, just listen to me, follow me, you'll hear it all. All right, Tony from Iowa, welcome to the Morgan Ortegus Show.
Hey, Morgan, thanks. Yeah, that last guy that called, he calls every single show, every single day, with different names.
With the same name?
Yeah, he thinks he's a professional troll. Maybe, maybe he is. Anyway,
it's okay. I can handle it, Tony. I've handled a lot worse. Trust me.
Well, I hope he was listening, because that information you gave was exactly what he needed. I just hope he remembers what you said. But
well,
the reason I
thanks,
called,
Tony.